Welcome to this Tarot and Reiki healing and guidance session. If you are a returning subscriber or viewer, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you here. And if you are someone that's new to my page or new to my channel and new to my videos, welcome. I'm really happy to have you here. My name is Bianca Swikard. I am a spiritual self-mastery coach for women. My mission is to help women activate and embody their highest feminine so that they can live deeply fulfilling and authentic lives. I am currently going through the process of developing a program, which I'm going to be releasing soon, for women who are currently in a space where they feel stuck or trapped or unfulfilled in their lives, and they're seeking more purpose, more meaning, more embodiment so that they can live a life that's authentic and confident. And the purpose of this transformation is to help women with activating their highest self and their highest timeline so they can step into any version of themselves that they want, activate any timeline, call in any timeline that they'd like, so that they can live deeply fulfilling, meaningful, abundant, creative, embodied lives. It's something that I've mastered in my own life, and it's something that I'm just deeply guided to help other women do as well. So we are in the rise of the divine feminine, my friends, and that is why I only work with women and the divine feminine, because I feel deeply guided to do so. And so that's where my mission is, and that's how I connect here on this timeline in this incarnation. What to expect today. If you want more information about that program, I'm currently doing one-on-one free interviews with women. So if you fit the description of somebody who is seeking more meaning, deeper fulfillment, more connection to their highest self, stepping into their highest timeline, achieving goals, accessing or activating transformation, and you've been stuck in kind of a loop, or you're not really sure how to do that, and you really want to call in something more in your life, I'm going to drop a link below with more information. I'm currently holding one-on-one calls with women, just kind of to find out a little bit more about what your goals are, what your desires are, what you want out of life, and what your frustrations are with being able to activate that. I am taking the research and development phase of my program very seriously, something that most spiritual coaches don't do, to be quite honest. A lot of spiritual coaches come up with an idea of what they want to develop it, and then sell it. I have been guided by my higher self, my intuition, my guides, to really take a step back and to have meaningful conversations with women before I develop something, because it is something that I am deeply in line with my mission with, and I didn't want to just slap something together and hoped that it worked. So if you're interested in speaking with me one-on-one for free, I'm going to drop the link with more information down here below on this video. But today, what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to be doing a tarot and Reiki guidance session. And this is something also that I provide one-on-one, and I'll drop the link down here below. But the purpose of this session today is to kind of just tap into the Divine Feminine Collective. And my intention really is to get some end of year, cracked my voice, end of year 2024 general guidance that's going to be leading us into 2025. If you are connected in the spiritual space at all, or if you consider yourself highly sensitive to energies like myself, it has been a whirlwind of a 2024, but these last like 6-ish weeks have been a huge slowdown in the collective. We are currently being called by the planets and the stars, as well as the sun, with all the solar flares, to really slow down in this last quarter of the year. And that's with purpose. With a slowdown comes integration, it is really difficult to integrate when you are active, when you are in action. So there are times in life where it's necessary for us to be in action, and there are times in life where it's necessary for us to be in hermit mode, or to be slowed down, or to not feel pressured to do a lot of stuff. Currently, in this last quarter of the year, I've taken a really big slowdown. The energies have really called me to just stay almost in hermit, be present with myself and present with my intuition, and just not being called to do a lot. So that's why I haven't done a reading in a while. And that's going to be true for the collective. So if you have been experiencing this sense of like being tired more so than usual, maybe your appetite has changed, maybe you have no motivation right now. So things that you used to do on the regular as a routine, you're finding hard to do at the moment. That's very common. Having this feeling of just kind of you're in limbo in between two spaces. That's also very common for what's going on right now, with all of the energies that are in the air, on Earth. What we're preparing for is what my sense is coming, like what my intuition is telling me is a fast 2025. There's a lot of things changing. There's a lot of things shifting. There's a lot of people awakening. There's a lot of women who are ready to step into their highest version. And that right now, that integration of what's going on with the energies has really slowed us down at the moment. And that's okay. That's okay to be slowed down. But with that being said, I kind of wanted to do a general reading for the end of 2024 and the beginning of 2025 to just get a sense of guidance and healing. And if you're new to these sessions, what I'll do is I pull 3 cards, and based on those 3 cards, I will start my channeling based on the cards and the messages. The messages will start coming up right away. And then based on that, I will do a Reiki session. So I'm going to be tapping into the Divine Feminine Collective. And I guess here we go. So, all right, 3 cards for the Divine Feminine Collective for the end of 2024. 3 cards for the Divine Feminine Collective. Those just came right out. Thank you very much. So they just got spit out. Oh, interesting. So this is what I'm going to go ahead and do. I'm just going to show you the cards right away in case you get called, or any of the artwork calls to you. So the first card is the Page of Swords. Page of Swords. The second card is the Page of Cups, which is like, pages are like new beginning energies, like young energies, because they're like in the forward part of the suit. Page of Cups. They're more like embodying almost a youthful, energy, because they're younger cards in the suit, if that makes sense. And then the Seven of Swords. So let's take a look at the 2 pages. Let me sit here quietly really quick as the messages start coming in. I mean, so this is what I'm getting from the pages. I'm getting this sense of not like inner child, but almost looking at the world from that like lens, from this lens of almost like not experimenting, but when you think of like childlike behavior, this is what's coming to me right away. When you think about childlike behavior, you think of curiosity, and you think of just the way they move through the world is very much through this just general no fear space and no judgment space, just the space of just being. And so the Page of Swords is a is a card of, there's like, for me, it's curiosity, and curiosity in inspired curiosity in communication. So the way we speak. And then the Page of Cups is this, again, the sense of like youngness. You get the naivety, you get the innocence, you get the inner child, and more curiosity. And this is more of a dreamer. So the Cups card is a dreamer, like the Page of Cups card is a dreamer card, and the Page of Swords card is more of a communication card. But what I'm getting a sense with both of them put together is this, like, energies towards the end of the year for 2024 and beginning of 2025, where what we need to do is we just need to enact just this no judgment zone of how we are receiving energies and how we're integrating them. And then what we need to do when we're ready, when you feel ready and when you feel like the energies are coming back into your body, you need to move forward into 2025 with this sense of, just childlike nature, in how you interact with the world, like this sense of curiosity and this sense of just learning and wanting to grab new ideas, and just kind of almost experimenting is the word that I'm getting. Experimenting in this space of a no judgment zone of who can I become if I am embodying a version of myself that isn't judging me any which way or the other. So this is like the Page of Swords has this, it's, to me, I'm getting this communication, like this message, like this, and whether this is a message that you need to retain on your own or it's something that you need to speak out specifically, but just really embody this childlike essence of, curiosity and possibilities of how you can start engaging in the world, and what new messages, maybe what new information or what new concepts or ideas that you may have been closed off to prior are being presented to you. And maybe instead of right off the bat, saying like that is not aligned with you, second guess that and really look at it from this new light of, is that really a no, or was that programmed as a no? I know this is kind of going like off. But really the two pages together, coming out together, is, again, it's just all about this starting fresh almost, like stepping into the new year with renewed vision, renewed sense of inspiration, renewed sense of goal setting, but not necessarily goal setting like I want to lose 20 pounds this year. It's more like, really getting, tapping into your higher self with a childlike sense of curiosity, and how that childlike sense of curiosity can help you move through the world and see different versions of the world and dream different versions of the world, and also carry different messages or communicate yourself in a different way that is going to be more authentic to you. And then it comes out with the Seven of Swords, and the Seven of Swords is about like hiding, right? It's a deception card, it's a scheming card. It's a sneaky card. You'll see that she hides she hides the seven swords behind her back. So, it's interesting that these came out all three together. Because it's such an opposite card to me. And what the Seven of Swords energy is really calling out to me is almost like unearthing this, like unearthing this deception. It's almost like calling to light the things that we've been deceptive about, or I'm also getting this, message of what's been deceiving us. So the main theme here is, I'm getting at the end of 2024 and the beginning of 2025, is to take a real look at circumstances, situations, your behavior, um, societal climate, and what are the things that have been dishonest or sneaky in your own self, and maybe that you've aligned with before, that's maybe no longer in alignment, and how can we move forward in this new renewed sense and younger, more childlike quality, and where we are bringing to light the deception and we're not setting it down and saying like this was okay. We are being honest with ourselves, maybe in the behaviors and the actions that we have been engaged in that no longer serve us, or in paradigms or programs or routines that aren't aligned with our highest self. And how can we move forward in this new, renewed sense, in this childlike dreamer sense of curiosity, clarity, and youthful innocence? I think that really aligns a lot with what's happening in the planets. If you follow, I'm not an astrologer, but if you follow astrology, uh, Pluto went into Aquarius in November, and it's going to be there for the next 19 years. Pluto in Aquarius is all about this revolution of what programs are no longer serving us in government and society and on the individual level, and what needs to be dismantled so that we can bring something back together that's better, refreshed, renewed, that has a better foundation, that has a deeper understanding of the programs that are no longer serving us, and exploring new programs and exploring new avenues and exploring new dreams that is going to bring us to a lighter, more aligned version of ourselves, as well as a more aligned version of society, government. That's I feel like we're really being called here to be honest with ourselves. That's why this deception card came out, because it's really just telling us, what is it that we're hiding? What have you been hiding? What have you been not completely honest with about yourself? And what can you let go of so that you can align in this newer, more aligned version of yourself? And that alignment is going to come with a lot more possibilities, a lot more inspired action and inspired living, and in a space of just being renewed, letting go of the things that are no longer serving us so that we can step into this renewed, more beautiful, more aligned version of ourselves. That's really what I'm feeling. And I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to look at the energy of the bottom of the deck, which is the Queen of Wands. And that energy really, that energy really kind of aligns with this. The Queen of Wands is, well, she's just about determination and independence, and just having this sense of, the word that comes to me is just absolute, but it's the sense of confidence, and stepping into this version and having this strength about us. But the strength about us doesn't come from deception from ourselves, as well as deception to others, or deception in our habits, programs, beliefs. I think that a lot of people, from working with women, I've seen that a lot of us are working under old programs, or are working under old beliefs that we really feel are not serving us anymore. And I think we stay attached to these programs and we stay attached to these beliefs because they feel comfortable, and we're not being honest with ourselves that they're no longer in service to who we want to be and who we want to become and how we want to live this life in this incarnation. And I'm getting really this sense of, from a lot of women, that that there's a purpose that we're seeking that we cannot find, and it's because we are lying to ourselves about the reality that we're currently living in. And that meaning, where I'm coming from with that, is that there's deception, or we're hiding behind comfort. So we are telling ourselves that we're comfortable in the situations that we're in because they're predictable. The ego is really in a place of wanting to control. And when we operate out of the ego in terms of control, we limit the ability for the universe to provide us what it is that we actually want and need out of life. Because when we're in a place of surrender, and we release control, we release expectations, but we also release almost a sense of safety and security, because we've been programmed to believe that the control is our safety. When in actuality, we can call in a lot more abundance and a lot higher timeline if we release this control, release this need to have predictability, or release the need to live in these programs, and step into surrender with a more childlike ideology. And with that being said, is because children don't plan, right? Like when you look at how children work and how they behave, they're not planning ahead, for better or for worse, right? They don't plan ahead. They're really in the moment. They're really in the present. They're really, fully immersed and fully experiencing whatever it is that they're engaged in, and they're not planning what's in their bank account, right? They're not planning or getting stressed about what's going to happen tomorrow. They're really just in the moment, and having that deep presence with the universe and themselves is what that deep connection is. And so what I'm feeling, and what I keep talking because the messages keep coming through, is basically like it's I just the sense of, what are we lying to ourselves about? What are you lying to yourself about? What are you scheming or being dishonest about? It's really dishonest. I feel like, what are you hiding behind your back that needs to be released or unearthed, or confronted? Maybe confronted is a really big word that just came like really down strong. And this might have to do with shadow work. So maybe we're in this period of this end of 2024. It's really calling you to do some shadow work. Really address why you haven't been able to step into, like, because we're coming into goal setting season, right? So we're going to be setting goals that most people don't actually attain, right? So why are you in this constant loop? Why are you not achieving the goals that you want to achieve? What behaviors, what beliefs, what habits are you engaging in that's stopping you from becoming this version, from being highly connected and embodied, and stepping into your purpose, your meaning? What brings you joy? What brings you peace in this life? And then, with that being said, it's really being called to align like to unearth or confront that deception, what you're hiding behind, not with judgment, but with this childlike inspiration and innocence, this dreamer. Like, what I got just right now really quickly is, what dream have you not allowed yourself to attain because you are operating in a program that is in a belief that you cannot achieve that? That question's meant for somebody. Okay, let me tap into Reiki really quick. And the queen, what is it? The queen of what? The Queen of Wands is all about confidence, right? So what confidence can you tap into? Okay. So what confidence are you not? What confidence are you not being tapped into right now? This is what I'm feeling right now for whoever's watching this. I'm feeling this sense of disconnection. I'm feeling a sense of fear, maybe a lack of safety. I'm getting that message again, like what program are you operating in? Just gonna pull some stuff out of your root. What are you lying to yourself about? That's a big thing. I think that, hold on, let me just sit a little closer so this helps. What are you lying to yourself about? What are you lying about? What are you dishonest about? What work haven't you confronted? This period of rest right now is supposed to be a period of rest. However, rest doesn't always just mean sleeping the day away. Rest can mean reflection. Rest can mean shadow work. Rest can mean observance of yourself, of your behaviors. And I keep getting the message. What are you lying to yourself about? What programs are you hiding behind? What beliefs are you hiding behind? What programs are you, I said that already. What are you not confronting in your life? Because that's a big thing. I get like this sense of like root and safety coming up, which I think is very common right now. I think there's a lot of energy that's residing around a lack of safety in terms of income, or a lack of safety in terms of rights. That seems to be coming up a lot. A lack of safety in terms of the cost of groceries. But those are all circumstances that our ego tries to control. And we can't control those things. It can also be something that you're hiding behind in terms of blame. I got blaming labels and programs for why you can't do certain things. I hear that a lot, actually. I hear a lot of women assign a label to themselves and then blame that label for why they can't achieve something. So, for example, I've had women say, I'm not good at X, or that's just not my personality, or I've never been good at this, or people tell me I'm like this. And then we construct identity around that. That limits our expansion, right? If you tell yourself you've never been good at shopping, or let's see, I've never been good at putting an outfit together, it limits your ability to ever learn how to be good. Like you just you cut yourself off from being able to expand and actually become good at something because you've just succumbed to the idea that you're not good at it, and you just let it lie at that point instead of deciding that maybe there's room for growth and learning. And that's very simple thing. It could be like, this is what I get a lot. I'm not as motivated as you to work out. I get that a lot. Or I'm not as disciplined. That was a learned skill that I developed. I haven't always been disciplined in working out consistently. I used to be obese. I used to eat a lot. I used to hate working out. The label, the identity that I constructed is that people who worked out like on a Saturday morning were losers, right? Now I enjoy it, but it's because of the program that I created, the identity I created. But I could not create a new identity where I enjoyed working out and worked out and lost a bunch of weight and stepped into that desired embodied version of my physical self if I did not confront the shadow of where I was lying to myself. Does that make sense? Okay, this is what I want you to do. I want you to close your eyes, take a deep breath with me, release it. Sit in gratitude of yourself that you're here receiving this healing right now. Just know that most of this healing is done on a subconscious level. Reiki, by the way, is a harmless healing modality. It cannot deplete, it cannot cause harm, and it does not have to do anything with my energy. This is just life force energy, and it's so powerful. It can be done at a distance. I powered this Reiki prior to the call for distance Reiki. But what I want you to do is I want you to just be grateful, sit in gratitude of yourself, be very aware of your body. Check out your shoulders. How are they sitting? Are they loose? Check out your neck. How does it feel? Release your jaw, right? Wiggle your toes. Be present in your body. And then what I want you to do is I want you to think of one thing that you're lying to yourself about or that you're hiding, that you're deceiving yourself about. It could be a program that you're operating under. It can be a label that you've operated under for a while. It can be a relationship that you're in. It can be anything, whatever comes to mind right now. And I want you to think about it right here. And in order for us to step into new versions of childlike and kind of build new foundations and build like new idealistic, beautiful versions of ourselves with this level of curiosity and this dreamer like quality, we have to release that thing that came to mind. So what I want you to do is I'm going to focus on the root chakra because I feel like a lot of this has to do with being comfortable, and that comfort comes from a sense of safety that you've created within yourself. And so let's just start by taking a very deep breath. I want you to consider that thing that's sitting in your mind right now. Take a very deep breath and hold on to that vision. And then I want you to envision this red light coming into your body. And I want you to fill up every space in your body with this red light. And I want you to envision the red light coming into your fingers. I want you to envision it coming into your toes. And I want you to hold your breath at the top. And once you cannot hold it anymore, I want you with force to release the red light out of your body along with that thing that you're lying to yourself about. Release that program, release that label, release it, let it go. And let me just grab it out from you. Just grab it. That's right. Oh, I felt that. I felt it. How does that feel? Release it. And then what I want you to do is I just want you to shake it out. Shake it out. Shake it out. I want you to feel this new sense of energy that's coming through your body. And then now I'm not saying that this is going to be the end all be all for that program, because programs run deep, labels run deep, identities run deep. Those things that we are holding onto run deep. So every time you get that urge again, or you have that belief again, you can always drop into your body and do that exercise, right? Take it here, release it, let it go. And you can even pull it out of your own mouth, like pull it out, pull it out, pull it out. All right. Wow. That was actually really interesting. That's really interesting. I love that. What I want to do now is I want you to just feel your body again. I want you to close your eyes. I'm just going to cleanse your aura here. I have a selenite stick here. You can hear it here. I have a selenite stick. I love selenite because it just gives us a nice purity feeling. And then I want to just lock you up. And when I say lock you up, I don't mean put you in jail, but I just don't want to leave you all open. So what we say here is just close your eyes and we just say, what's mine is mine. What's not mine, please kindly stay out. That was beautiful. That felt really powerful. If you have any questions about that, feel free to drop it in the comments below. Let me know how you feel in the comments below. Did this resonate with you? Is this something that made sense to where you are currently in life? Remember, this is about setting that intention for the end of 2024 and that new beginnings for 2025. If you feel as though you are getting the call to watch it back again, please watch it back again. Sometimes our subconscious wants to receive a different level of healing, or sometimes there's something that our higher selves are calling us to watch it back because there's a message that we didn't receive the first time that we need to receive the second time. Feel free to share with your divine feminine friends. If you are interested in a one-on-one guidance session with me, the link is down below, as well as those one-on-one interviews for that program development that I'm creating. I'm really excited about that. I have a little bit more information on what that entails. The call is free. I'm not selling anything. You get to interact with me one-on-one for free for an hour. We talk about you, your goals, your frustrations. If you have not yet subscribe to this channel, because I do these sessions regularly, and I will start dropping more self-mastery content here soon. But for now, I hope you have a wonderful end of year. And if I don't create another video before 2025, I'll see you in the new year.